Hey, what's up again everyone, and this is Figma number 213, Levi, and this is the 4th Figma release so far from Attack on Titan. I've already reviewed the other 3, so check out my channel or the description below for the Armin, Mikasa, and Eren reviews. This is the last of the announced Attack on Titan Figmas to be released, besides the Colossal Titan which was shown at last year's Summer Wonder Festival, but I wouldn't hold my breath for that one. As for any other characters, there's still no news yet. As this was ordered directly from Good Smile Company, it came with the exclusive DI stage base with the roof pattern on it, and here's what it looks like displayed with the figures. So let's get this unboxed, but first a quick look around the box. First off, the box is in purple. That's a surprise. A lot of people had their money on green, but nope, it's purple. Through the window at the front of the box, you can see the figure here on the right and all the accessories over there, which are pretty much the same as what we've seen before with the last 3 figures. As usual, there's pictures of the figure on the sides, the bottom, and the top of the box. And on the back here is a few shots of what the figure will look like when it's out of the box. And one thing I've already noticed is this hand here. It looks like he comes with a unique set of hands for holding the blades the other way around, which is pretty cool. And here are the 4 boxes together: Mikasa in red, Armin in yellow, Eren in blue, and now Levi in purple. Now let's bust this open and see what we've got. The back section with the DI stage segment of the packaging is in a matching purple to the box. And here's the inner packaging, the same as we've seen before. Around in the back here is the rest of the accessories, and down here in the bottom is the resealable Figma bag. In here we have the stand, base, and the alternate hands. In here we can see the extra pair of hands for holding the blades backwards. Also in here is the string and hooks for using with the 3-dimensional maneuver gear, and the instructions. And finally, Levi himself. Now onto the aesthetics, and if you've seen the other 3 Figma Attack on Titan releases, then you've pretty much seen this one as well, as it looks pretty much the same, which is a good thing as these figures look fantastic. As usual, the matte paint looks brilliant. The Wings of Freedom emblems on the jacket are amazing just like before. The straps on the body and legs look great, and so do the boots. The default face looks really good and definitely resembles Levi. The sculpt of the hair looks awesome as well. And of course there's Levi's iconic neck scarf, which is one of the only things that actually differentiates Levi's body sculpt from Armin's. And this is again another awesome looking addition to the Figma Attack on Titan lineup. A quick height comparison, and here's Levi next to the Figma Eren Yeager, and he's quite a bit shorter. And here he is next to the Nendoroid Levi. And Levi is about 14 centimeters tall, towards the shorter end of the Figma spectrum. Next is the accessories, and here's Levi with everything he comes with. And again, this is pretty much the same set of accessories that came with the last 3 bar a couple of differences. So what we've got here is the 3-dimensional maneuver gear, smoke trail effect parts for the wires, the blades, the alternate hands, as well as a spare wrist joint. Over here is the Cervicore mantle, as well as the strings and the clear hooks. And lastly, we have 2 alternate expressions. The only things that differ from the other 3 previously released Figma are Levi's alternate faces and his alternate hands. As I've already talked about the majority of these accessories in detail in the Mikasa review, you can check them out there, and I'm only going to be looking at the new stuff in this review. As for alternate expressions, Levi comes with this cold-hearted expression with a nice shadow on the forehead and this clenched teeth expression. Changing the expressions is a breeze as usual. Just off with the front of the hair and the face, then pop on the expression you want, and back on with the front of the hair. Here he is with the clenched teeth expression, and that looks pretty good, and it will look really nice in some dynamic attacking poses. The cold-hearted expression looks anything but, and he just looks depressed, or like he's gonna get sick. This really doesn't look the greatest, and I wouldn't be surprised if this started up a sad Levi meme or something. Compared to the Nendoroid's awesome expressions, these look a bit on the weak side. Next up are the cool new hands for holding the blades backwards. To attach the blades, instead of putting them in this way, they slot in this way, with the ring and pinky fingers slotted into these holes here. So that's it for the accessories. Now let's see Levi in some poses. Now moving on to articulation, and as usual I'll be starting from the head down. The head up and down, side to side, and all the way around. The arm all the way up, and now all the way around 360. The bend at the elbow, and the articulation at the wrist. Articulation at the waist, back and forth, and side to side. Leg articulation all the way up to the front, all the way around to the back, and all the way out to the sides, so Levi can pretty much almost do the splits. Next, the bend at the knee, not too great there. Articulation at the ankle all the way down, and all the way up, and the foot can bend at the toes as well. That's the side-to-side movement of the feet. Just like with the last 3 releases, the quality of this figure is amazing. The paint job is perfect as usual and the detailing is awesome. Again, the jacket and the part below the waist are made from a soft, flexible material. Someone mentioned this to me before, but this is the first time it's happened to me. But the Wings of Freedom can be easily damaged by the stand, so take extra care with this. But all in all, the quality here is fantastic. So that's it for my Figma Levi review, and again another awesome addition to the Figma Attack on Titan lineup. This is basically the same as the other 3 we've seen so far, and that's both a good thing as well as a bad thing. On the good side, it's the same awesome level of quality that we've seen before. It's an absolutely fantastic figure. But on the bad side, there is absolutely no variation between these figures, which is a letdown, and most of the accessories use exactly the same mold as before. Even those that don't really need to, like the mantle. If you posed all 4 of them together with their mantles on, it would look pretty goofy. But that comment only applies to the lineup figures, and when looked at as just a single product, it's absolutely fantastic. But here's looking forward to the Figma Levi cleaning version, which hopefully I'll be reviewing next month. So as always, thanks again for watching, and make sure to come back for more Figma reviews.